Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're kicking off our journey in Singen am Hohentwiel, a German town near the Swiss border. Join me as we embark on a railway adventure from here to Zurich, Switzerland's largest city. The journey covers approximately 66 kilometers in around 54 minutes, and the train you're going to see is an InterCity operated by DB. Singen's railway station, which I showed you in the opening scene of this video, is located near a large shopping center and also offers several parking options nearby. The railway station belongs to the second category in the classification system of DB Infrago, which operates railway stations in Germany. As of 2024, there are 87 stations of this kind. Inside you find a couple of shops, such as this bakery, which is really convenient if you want to get some snacks and drinks before your trip. Moreover, there is a DB office where you can buy tickets. Here at Singen railway station, you can see not only trains from DB, but also those operated by SBB, the Swiss Federal Railways. But before I show you my train, let me first tell you what I have actually booked for this trip. I purchased my ticket just a day in advance on the website of the Swiss Federal Railways. For 66 francs and 50 Rappen, I got a flexible first-class ticket on a German train, specifically an IC train with a 2x2 seat configuration, free Wi-Fi and a power socket next to the seat. My track of departure is number 3, so I exited the station building and went down through this underpass. From here you can see that the station is well maintained and clean. There are also elevators to the platforms. I've definitely seen stations in worse condition around the world. Alright, this is the train I'll be taking to Zurich, an IC operated by DB Fernverkehr, the division of DB responsible for long-distance trains. As I board it, let me share some more details about it. The train used on this cross-border route is a Stadler KISS, an electric multiple unit that DB purchased from the Austrian railway operator Westbahn. A contract was signed back in 2019, and the rolling stock was adapted to DB's needs. My seat is on the upper level, so let's go up there and see what the cabin is like. On the right side, there's space for larger items, and there's also some storage space above the seats. I didn't know what to expect from this train, but I was pleasantly surprised. Everything looked so new and immaculate. I really like the design. The only downside is that there are just 2 single seats, with the rest arranged in groups of 4 around a table, which I'm not particularly fond of, especially in first class. However, the cabin is very comfortable and private, somewhat reminiscent of the upper deck on a Boeing 747, though that comparison might be a bit far-fetched. Now let me continue by highlighting some more of the cabin's amenities. A nice feature here is that there are 2 power sockets on each side. There's a window blind, and above the seat there are seat reservation screens. The table is extendable, making it easier to place a laptop computer on it. It's a bit tricky to demonstrate, but the seat can be adjusted slightly. Here on the IC you get free Wi-Fi, so let's see how well it works by doing my traditional test. Obviously, there is a little lag, but eventually those websites are loaded. I was also able to watch a video on YouTube. With that being said, for some reason the internet connection was lost once we entered Swiss soil. We are about to make a stop in Schaffhausen. Right now we are passing a local brewery that has been in business since 1799. Schaffhausen railway station was opened in 1857. During World War II, it was severely damaged when the US Air Force mistakenly bombed the city. The attack resulted in the deaths of 40 people, prompting then-President Franklin D. Roosevelt to issue an apology and pay $4 million in compensation. And this was not the only time a Swiss city suffered from such an error. The same thing happened to Zurich and Basel. On the other hand, the Germans knowingly violated Swiss airspace on several occasions, and there were even some dogfights between Swiss and German planes. Schaffhausen is renowned not only for IWC, the famous watchmaker, but also for a stunning natural landmark. But see for yourselves. This is Bühler, which locals apparently like to call Bühli. The town is situated just 6 kilometers from Zurich Airport. Bühler has been part of the Swiss railway network since as early as 1865. We are now passing Zurich Airport, which is not only one of my favorite airports, but also a winner of numerous awards for its excellent service and facilities. Opened in 1948, it handled over 28 million travelers in 2023, making it the 17th busiest airport in Europe based on passenger numbers. As an airport with nearly 250,000 flight movements, Zurich requires a substantial amount of Jet A1 fuel. To meet this demand, there's a nearby fuel depot connected to the airport through a pipeline system. A few words about our destination. Zurich is Switzerland's largest city, with approximately 434,000 residents. About a third of the population consists of foreign nationals, making it a very international city. With that background in mind, let's move on to evaluate the travel experience. Regarding the route, I can say that on a sunny day it's truly enjoyable. Even though the distance between Singen and Zurich is relatively short, there's a good variety of scenery to enjoy from the window. Passing the Rhine Falls is especially impressive, so I give the route 4 stars. As for DB's travel product, I must admit I didn't expect the trip to be so pleasant. The cabin on the IC train looks really neat. There's free Wi-Fi and it's very quiet, making it a good environment to get some work done. Additionally, we arrived on time. That said, I was fortunate that there weren't too many passengers that day, as the seat configuration can become somewhat inconvenient when the train is fully booked. Overall, I rate this particular trip aboard DB's train with 4 stars. So this is Zurich main station. Let's take a look at its layout from above. It has 26 tracks, some of which are located below ground level. In 2018, it served nearly 155 million passengers and ranked among the top 10 busiest railway stations in Europe. We've arrived at track number 17, and now you can see the train from the outside again. This is a good moment to mention some details about the station, which has an interesting history and notable features. The original station opened in 1847, but it quickly became evident that it was too small to meet the growing demands of the expanding railway network. Consequently, a rebuilt station was completed in 1871, which is what we see here. Nearly 100 years later, in 1970, a large underground shopping center was added. Covering an area of 16,000 square meters, it features 180 stores. The Shopville, as it is called, is open 365 days a year, which is uncommon in Switzerland. This is the beautiful architecture of the station building as seen from the outside. If you want to explore Zurich, it's also a great starting point. For example, it's just a short walk to the shore of Lake Zurich. Alright, that's it for this time. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day wherever you're watching.